bags where horror lies.
Welcome back to Body Bags. This is week number 473. This is a random week. And in continuing with my Brian DePalma overview, this week I picked Sisters. Sisters is a 1972 film which runs approximately 93 minutes and is written and directed by Brian DePalma. Now, he was responsible for Body Double, Femme Fatale, Snake Eyes, and Dress to Kill. Now, this stars Margot Kidder as Danielle. She passed away on May 13th, 2019, at the age of 69. She was in Superman, The Amityville Horror, and Black Christmas. This also stars Jennifer Salt as Grace Collier. She's in It's My Turn, the TV show, which I happen to absolutely love, Gargoyles, and Terror Among Us. And Charles Durning as Joseph Larch. He passed away on December 24th, 2012, at the age of 89. He was in The Muppet Movie, When a Stranger Calls, and Dog Day Afternoon. Now, this had a budget of $500,000 and it had a worldwide gross of $318,000. So some of his movies actually didn't make money, which surprises me a lot. But, I mean, and this is going to be not controversial, but I'm sure it's going to maybe shock some people, but I do actually feel like Brian DePalma is this generation's Alfred Hitchcock. I mean, he's that good. And all of his movies that I've seen have been fantastic. And I've seen a majority of his catalog. Sisters is an odd one for me. Let me get to the story real quick. You have Danielle, who is a French model. She meets a man, takes him home, tells him it's her birthday. Of course, they have sexual relations. He goes out the next day to get her a birthday cake, brings it back for her, and he is brutally killed, stabbed to death by someone in that apartment. Now you find out that Danielle has a sister named Dominique, also played by Margot Kidder. And it's up to the police to find out what's going on, because you have a reporter named Grace Collier who ran into the man that she was having sexual relations with and actually saw something out of her window because she was right across the street from them. So this has a bit of Hitchcock with Rear Window in this film. That's about as far as I want to go, other than the fact that you have Charles Durning, who plays a private investigator who she hires in order to, because she knows what she saw, or at least she thinks she does, but the cops aren't buying it. So yeah, that's pretty much the story in a nutshell. Now, I have had a roller coaster ride with this film. I actually was late to the party with this film, very late to the party. I saw this a few years ago. For the very first time, I found this Criterion, and of course, Brian DePalma has always been one of my favorite directors. So I picked it up and I watched it. Now, I like Margot Kidder, I like Charles Durning, but this movie really didn't do much for me the first time I watched it. I don't know whether I wasn't paying attention, but as much as I should have been, but it's just something in this movie didn't click. So I watched it again with my friend Joe during the Fangoria Movie Challenge, because this was in the Fangoria Movie Challenge. It's like everyone loves this film. It's a classic, considered a classic. And that's where I started to really enjoy this film and started to, not that I started to pay attention more, but just it just clicked. And then we reviewed it again for the Terror in the Isles challenge, because this also has a scene in Terror in the Isles, I do believe. Yeah. And it's a brilliant film, but it's one that you really have to pay attention to because it starts to mess with your mind at the end. And I like films like that. Like I said, I just don't think I was paying attention to it enough when I first saw the film. And that's one thing about Brian DePalma. If you don't pay attention to stuff, you're going to miss things. And if you miss things in one of his films, you're done. I will say that. I've always, I like Sisters a lot. It has always been a cult classic, and I really do understand why now. So check this one out. If you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.